Here's my 2 cents about studying your passion in university settings or teaching yourself, basically taking your creative endeavors seriously, whether you're a songwriter trying to play local gigs or you're an English major publishing your own Attack on Titan fan fiction on the internet, whatever. It's not about how much money you can make. I think people that use the argument that it's ludicrous to study pottery or choreography at university as like, oh, you won't make any money. Like, what are you going to do with that diploma? Like, you can't get a job. I feel really sad for those people because that is such a myopic vision of what university studies can and, in my opinion, ought to be, which is a laboratory for individual discovery, for spiritual growth. When you're studying something that you are inherently inclined to be curious about, I have to imagine that your brain is so much more engaged. There's no doubt that the world needs engineers that build bridges and HVAC techs that keep our heating and AC systems working. We need everyone. And the people that are inclined to become doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, great. People should follow what they're called to do, but we really should demand more respect for those of us who feel called to study music and dance and literature, because those things feed our soul. Like philosophy, those studies are worth their weight in gold because they give you an opportunity to discover more things about yourself. And I think the more you know yourself, the more you're able to heal the parts of you that are not whole. And I think when you do that, you are able to offer more to the society around you instead of just being a bunch of miserable people doing Excel spreadsheets because that's what someone told them would make them the most money. Now, I don't want to act like I'm rich. I'm really financially worse off having chosen to do music as a career, but that's the choice that I made, and I try to be frugal in certain ways, and I'm trying to make it work. I have friends and family that are very supportive and help me stay afloat, for which I'm immensely privileged. So I think people, basically what I want to say is don't let people tell you not to study what you're passionate about in school, because in an age where AI is taking all of our jobs, you know, you might as well go study video game design or music composition or whatever, because it will bring more color and joy into your life. And you can always figure out how to make money doing other stuff. But I will never regret getting a master's degree in singing and voice pedagogy because it's cool. Like, I know stuff about music and singing that very few people on the planet do. And I get to experience being in an environment around colleagues that are similarly passionate and insightful and experienced as I am, and getting to learn from them has taught me so much more than just like sitting in a classroom. And so I feel very grateful for that. So bottom line, don't let anyone give you a hard time about studying something you are passionate about. And my hope would be maybe that we can create a future where universities go back to what they ought to be, which is a playground for you to discover yourself and develop your critical thinking skills rather than a job market search.